I am so mesmerized by this team, by this country, by one man, one guy. I mean, what else would you um I am all for like, a physical game. I'm all for, critical games. I am all for dramatic, controversial games. I am up for all of it. But man, Lionel Andres fucking Messi, man. Lionel Messi just proves more and more again that you can't knock him down. He just shows every game that you have to play until the 90th minute and show on why he's the greatest player of all time. And he's arguably the greatest athlete, the greatest sportsman in all of sports. Better than Michael Jordan, better than LeBron, better than Michael Phelps, better than Tiger Woods, better than Serena Williams, better than all of these great athletes that's won so many accomplishments and so many accolades. But they have not dominated the sport like how Lionel Messi has. It's nowhere near the level. I'm sorry. It could be a hot take to some, but for me, it's not. It's not. It's not at all. He is the greatest of all time. He might be the greatest. He's the greatest showman. He's obviously clearly better than Ronaldo. He's clearly better than Maradona. Clearly better than Pele. Clearly better than all the other big superstars in the sport. It's not even close. He's gone back-to-back finals. He's gone to 3 finals. He's won 1. He's lost 1. He's got 2 golden balls, 2 player of the tournament. He has the most goals in this tournament, competing with Mbappe. Mbappe's out. Messi has the most goals in this tournament, the most assists in tournament history. What more can you ask from him? At 39 years old. 39. We're asking a 39-year-old to carry millions of people, to carry a whole country, to bring them back to the final. Back to the final. There's a big issue. But it's the greatest fucking issue I've ever seen in my life. Oh my god. This Argentina England game in general was amazing to watch, and I was really scared when England scored. I was like, you know what? It's not the first time though. It is not the first time. Argentina had many chances in the beginning of the first half, and then the second half they had a lot of chances. But England, when they scored first, with my Anthony Gordon, you are a Barca player, so I'll give you some little leeway because you're a Barca player, and I'm glad you're doing really good, and it's not your fault. But damn, it was a good goal. But Argentina has done this before. They've done it against Cabo Verde. They've done this against Egypt. They've done this against Switzerland. Every team they have went against, they have done it, and now they've done it against England. Everyone thought England was going to beat Argentina. Why was England the favorites? Why? Why in every website, all the odds and everything was on England's favor? Why? It makes no sense, genuinely. It really doesn't. We have to understand that when you have the greatest player of all time in your team, it doesn't matter who you're going against. He will make sure he wins by the end of the day. And he has proven that every single day, every single week, month, year, decade, century. Hell, God forbid, whenever he passes away, he will still be haunting everyone's dreams because the fact that he's the greatest player to ever kick a ball. He's so good. This Argentina team has the greatest support we've ever seen in history. The greatest support we've ever seen. Those guys die for Messi. If there was a bullet to their head, I feel like they would die for Messi. No problem, because that's the person that's brought them all joy. They've all watched him ever since they were little. And look at him now. He's older. They've gotten a bit older, but they're all still young. And look at Messi. 8 goals. 4 assists. Stupid, ridiculous stats in this World Cup. Did I forget to say at 39 years old? I don't know. Oh, wait. I didn't. So every person out there that wanted England to win, that wanted to get Argentina out, every news reporter, journalist, every person, ex-footballers and all the pundits, however you guys call it, I actually don't mean to say anything wrong. Generally, they call it pundits or, journalists and reporters and the analysts that watch the games. You guys really thought England was going to win? I understand your bias, but you really thought England was going to win that bad? You really thought? You thought the game was over when you scored? Really? Really? You're gonna have to forget the fact that Lionel fucking Messi's on the other side of the team, right? On the other side of the field, right? You understand that he not only assisted with his left foot, he assisted with his right foot. And that's not normal, right? Actually, it is, because it's fucking Messi. He isn't human. He's an alien. He's not from this earth. I don't care what anyone says. He's proven time and time again. You guys, everyone literally wants Argentina to get out, but they always find a way to come up with the victory. Now, again, I do believe that the manager of England, Thomas Tuchel, or Tuchel. I'm sorry, I really want to pronounce it correctly. I think he really got his tactics wrong. I think at first, he was doing everything really well with his England side. I think he played really well by using the width really well against Argentina and going with speed and pure strength. I think that was really good. I think coming into the second half, when she scored that goal of Anthony Gordon, the minute I saw Gordon come off for a defender for Konsa, I was like, yeah, England's going to park the bus again, just like how they did against Mexico, just like how they did against Norway. How did that go? To be fair, you got lucky. Got lucky the fact that hey, Mexico wasn't good enough to really compete with that, and they kept doing the same thing. You got lucky the fact that Norway with Sorloth couldn't really pass to Holland, and that didn't happen. So guys got lucky with those 2 games. Now you're going against an actual top team in Argentina with, again, the greatest player on the other side of the field. So I think the more he kept taking out strikers and putting on defenders, made us realize that he was going to park the bus, shut the game down, they're going to win 1-0. In classic English football fashion. In classic Premier League fashion, as you guys want to say. Like, what are we doing? What in the Premier League are we doing, guys? Like, this is not the Prem. Yeah, this isn't the Prem. This is the World Cup. At this level, like Harry Kane said in his post-game interview, this is not what you do at the World Cup. You don't shut it down. You prevent players like Bellingham, your best player arguably. I think the best player of your team was Anthony Gordon. I think he did so well. The stats don't say it enough, obviously, but I think throughout every game he's played really amazingly, and I think he's the big reason why Bellingham has elevated his game so much because of Gordon. So, taking off Gordon and limiting Bellingham's and Kane's options by taking off all your support behind them really made it bad for the rest of the team. Because if you can't build anything off them with your whiff or with your 6, with Declan Rice, because they also took off Declan Rice, you can't really do anything. You can't. And then Elliot Anderson has a yellow. You can't do anything. You can't. It was way too early to do it. You had to defend for... I understand if you did it with 5 minutes to go. Maybe even 7 minutes. You gave Argentina like 20 minutes to defend. 20 minutes. Why? 20 minutes? Plus added time? Like 25, 30 minutes. You pretty much almost wanted to defend the whole half. Like the entire second half. You guys played scared. And that's when Argentina needed to put on more strikers. And it kept working. And it kept going. And they kept finding ways to keep breaking cracks and break the lines throughout that England defense. Then once they put Dan Burn, I'm going to be honest, I got a little frightened. I'm like, he's 6'5". He's going to win a lot of headers. He might play the same way like he did against Mexico. And that's a bit scary. But even with Dan Burn, even with John Stones, you guys didn't do anything. Messi gives an assist to Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez with a lovely curler, lovely goal. Pickford, again, if you were not 5'7", if you're like 6'4", I think... You know what, guys? This never gets old. This never gets old. The PC turnoff never gets old. But Jordan Pickford, if you're like 6'4", I feel like that goal might not have gone in. But again, like, it's tough. You're really short, but you're such a good keeper. I would never disrespect Jordan Pickford, to be fair. He's such a good goalkeeper. It's just unfortunate that he's a bit limited because of his height. But again, it's like a lot of fans from England, I feel like, probably don't like Pickford because knowing like he isn't the tallest, and every time there's a high shot or a low shot, he can never reach. So moving on to a shot he couldn't reach was Enzo Fernandez, and then the shot of McAllister when it hit the post. To be honest, any more closer to the left, and that's a goal. And Pickford was nowhere near it. He struggled to get low. Every other shot he did well with the header from Nico, and even with McAllister again hit the post, but Jordan Pickford did pretty decent. But again, with the shot from Enzo and then not reaching McAllister's shot, I feel like if Jordan Pickford would have blocked it, I think it would have been better in your favor, because then you prevent from Messi getting the ball and crossing the ball with his right foot for then Lautaro getting the goal. Again, I mean, that's awful defending from England. You only could defend for so much. And I just... I mean, it just shows the quality of England that they're just not ready yet. They're really not ready for a final. Still, I think it still takes another 4. I think it still takes another 1 or 2 World Cups for you guys to even figure it out. You're not gonna have Harry Kane your next World Cup. Bellingham will be a bit older. Gordon will be a bit older. Your crew is gonna get older and they're gonna have more experience, but you're not gonna have your clinical striker. You're not gonna have that quality like you used to have for this one because this was your guys' World Cup. This was your opportunity to take it all the way to the final after you beat Norway, after you beat Mexico. Like this was your time. You had an easy path all the way and all you have to do is beat Argentina, which again, it's almost really difficult to beat Argentina. But again, it's like for the way you guys were playing, you guys had a really good chance. But I think the coach takes a lot of fault in this game. I don't think it's really much on the players because they were told what to do and they did it. They did it their best correctly. But I think the coach defended way too early and played too passive, played too conservative, way too early on, and gave Argentina all the freedom to do anything they want with the ball by crossing it, shooting it, passing, opening the field. I think they did everything right. So Argentina deserves to win entirely, and I think England, yeah, deserves to go home. So Bellingham had a good tournament. I never want to hear the question of would you rather Bellingham or Messi on your team? That is the most dumbest question I've ever heard in my life. It is an unfair comparison, not even only because it's unfair, but I think it's just because of the fact that you have the greatest player of all time that you could pick, or you're picking Jude Bellingham, who literally just turned up for this tournament, which is the perfect time to turn up. But for Real Madrid, he really doesn't do anything. For a club, sure, he doesn't really do much. For the country, he does pretty well. So you better hope that same Jude Bellingham does the same thing at Madrid. Does the same thing at Madrid coming up this season. So, but Argentina's down the final. Thanks to Messi again. Thanks to the team playing so well together. I think Argentina has a good collective group, and it's going to be a real fun final to see. Obviously, I think this is the final that no one wanted to see. Obviously, I'm happy. I'm a Barca fan. I'm a Messi fan. So this final for me is going to be a bunch of joy because I get to see Spain and Lamine Yamal go against Messi finally. Because we were supposed to see them both go against each other in the Finalissima, but now we finally get to see them both go against each other for an even bigger trophy. So who would have thought it would be Messi versus Lamine Yamal in a World Cup? In Messi's final World Cup and Lamine Yamal's first World Cup. So I think that's really nice to see. So, but I hope I don't know who will win it. I think I'm gonna give it to Argentina to win the World Cup again, just based on the fact that Argentina has this experience where they've already done it. They've already experienced the loss of a World Cup final. They've experienced the joy and glory of winning a World Cup final with Messi and even not having Messi at his best. So it's going to be real tough for Spain to really bring out what they need. And this is a game where I believe that Lamine Yamal really needs to he needs to show the world who the hell he is. I think he's been playing pretty okay, pretty good for what he's been doing for the role he's been given for this tournament. Obviously, he's not really paying attention to the goals and the assists because even off the ball or with the ball, he's been creating chances. He's been doing his thing. So he's been doing what he has to do. So, but in this final, I think he needs to show out and show the world why. He's the upcoming next prodigy of the next Messi, they say, or the next greatest player to come out of this generation. That's better than Mbappe. That's better than Haaland. That's better than all these young guys. So I think it's now time for him to show up and show who really is going to be the next one. But again, I think Argentina will win it just based off the fact that you have Lionel Messi, who is in top form. He's playing out of his mind every game, and he's showing why he loves Argentina and why he wants his country to win another one. And the support system behind him, they'll fight for him, they'll die for him, they'll bleed for him, they'll cry they'll do anything for that man. And it's not an exaggeration; it's just the truth. So I think now we have to look into this game of the midfield, the defense, and the attack of each aspect to see which one will dominate. Again, Spain's defense is really good with Cubarsí in them. But then again, you have Lisandro Martinez and Cuti Romero, where without the cards, they score goals too. They defend really well. You have Paredes right in front of them. Like this Argentina team's not to play with. They are a really good collective group, and Spain has a really tall task to beat them. But again, Argentina has a really tall task as well as for beating Lamine Yamal in Spain. This is gonna be a really good final. The final is on Sunday at 3 p.m. Everyone, 3 p.m. Eastern. 12 p.m. Pacific. Yes, and the third place, fourth place match for the World Cup is on Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. I have to remember it's always backwards when it comes to like West Coast. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let me know down in the comments down below who do you think will win the World Cup final. Will it be Argentina and Lionel Messi, or will it be Spain and Lamine Yamal? And who do you think's been the player of the tournament? Who do you think deserves it? And let me know why. I obviously think it's gonna be Lionel Messi for what he's done for Argentina at 39 years old. 8 goals, 4 assists tells you enough, and he's won them almost every game. So, but I want to hear your thoughts on this entire World Cup, guys, because we are coming to an end. We only have 2 games left, That's Saturday and Sunday. Then after this, we do not have a World Cup for another 4 years. So I hope you guys enjoyed this sort of video, and I will be doing more content like this sooner or later. So hope you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. This is Inside the Field. Peace out.